a big fine car. I got everything that a man could want. I got more than I can ask for. Well, and I don't have to run around. I don't.
The first time me and Dad were in the same bar, the Marquee Tavern.
It was one night at Breakers at Ontario Place. It was the best day of my life.
I think they sounded even better than they did when I saw them in the Shamrock 20 years ago.
At Barrington, which must be around here. I don't know where it is. Some dive bar in Scarborough. And the other one was when they did the live at Budokan. It was just like, it was the best show ever. They put Cheap Trick to shame, really.
In all seriousness, my earliest memory of Midnight Rose is them constantly playing Juicy Fruit. And I would go downstairs and I would listen, but I would get yelled at because it was too loud. And I was pretty young at the time. And it was in like the unfinished basement. And you'd play like hockey at the same time and like fiddle around with a puck while they were jamming. And I don't really remember Phil playing the bass that high, but I guess he did. But anyways, Juicy Fruit's gonna move you. Juicy Fruit, it gets right through you.
My favorite Midnight Rose memory is being like 7 and 8 years old and going to the Kennedy House, and Jeff's like guitar amps, like his Marshall Stacks and his Les Pauls were there, and he had drums there, and it was one of my earliest memories of wanting to be a musician, because I would see that equipment there and I was like, oh my god, these guys have drums and amps, and it was so much fun. And I'd mess around with Brendan and Brian and like we like pretend to sort of play guitars and drums. But Jeff is one of my earliest memories of like a musician that I knew and that I was related to, and I always thought that was like super cool that I knew someone that was in a band and that like played guitar, and it made me want to play guitar, and I do play guitar now, and I have Marshall amps and Les Pauls because I think I remember seeing them at an early age at the house. So yeah, Midnight Rose made me want to play music, and I play music today thanks to them.
Before Midnight Rose was a foursome, they were a twosome. It was Jeff, he was 17, and Phil, he was 17. Their first gig was Upper Canada College. I was there not as a player, but as support. And I've supported the whole band throughout the last God knows how long. Anyway, for me, this is fabulous. I just love this. I'm having more fun than they are, I bet.
Hey, zipping around in my car the other day, I heard Great I Love, and I got jazzed up thinking, all right, we're going to be at Midnight Rose's reunion, that's going to be awesome. The song came on, it was so great. I cranked up the tunes, I was listening to it, it was fabulous, but then I thought, Jeff sings this song better, and the band plays this song better, and I'm so happy to be here. Happy birthday, love you all.
My favorite memory of Midnight Rose, when I saw them at the Shamrock, and they just blew my mind. My favorite Midnight Rose memory is seeing them play at the Shamrock Hotel in Toronto, East End, at Gerard and Coxwell.
And why was that so memorable?
Because there was 20 people there and we were all family.
Midnight Rose is my favorite band of all time, and the best, my most favorite song ever, Knocking on Heaven's Door, and nobody does it better than Jeff. I love you, happy birthday.
April during busy tax season, and I learned I could do taxi-tons and listen to knocking on my door over and over again and still get through those taxi terms.
I wanted to go to all of Jeff's gigs, all of the Midnight Rose gigs, and I had to drag my friend along with me. And we were on the Highway 400, we were going to some gig, and what happened? The car broke down, I can't remember if there was no brakes, we went down the hill, ended up at a truck stop. It was smoking, the car was smoking. We didn't get to the gig. No, it was somewhere up north we were going. However, I do remember the gig that we went to in the basement at the El Macampo, which was the only time really I saw them play. And their first song had the F word in it, and his mom said, oh, I really don't like when he says those words in his songs. And I thought, well, that can't bode well, that's the first song. I mean, geez, you heard us we gotta get out of here on the first song, not even the first set. Anyway, congrats guys on your 20 years, looking forward to the next.
I remember a particular gig. It was up in Elmira, near Kitchener, I guess so. And they were playing, I don't know, the first or second set. And then when they went on intermission, on the big screen, CNN It was all about the OJ thing. OJ, they were playing a gig the night that OJ was in the white Bronco going down the LA freeway. Hence, we got a different version of Radar Love. So that's one of the last things, Midnight Rose memories I have.
And if it wasn't for Midnight Rose, I probably would still be a virgin. Thanks, Midnight Rose.